Alex, a project manager, is leading a recently empowered software development team working with adaptive approach. While the team enjoys their newfound autonomy, confusion has arisen regarding individuals' roles and responsibility. This has led to duplication of effort, missed tasks, and the team losing focus from critical deliverables. What should Alex do first to ensure clarity and maintain focus on the project objectives? I would say a very interesting question. Yeah, when I was crafting it, I was trying to look at adaptive life cycle, self-organizing team. At the same time, probably the initially confusion may arise when we try to apply the self-organizing team without making the team mature enough to take care of their own problems. So let's see what all options are here for this particular question for Alex. Organize a team building exercise to improve communications amongst the team members. Now, yes, the communication and trust is needed. Yeah, and if we improve communication and trust, it can help us in resolving the confusion related to task allocation as well. So I would say it's a great idea, but we may observe some of the ideas which might be there in a subsequent option, which may directly talk about the problem at hand. Yeah. Overall, it indirectly helps people to get clarity about who does what because we are improving trust and communication. Let's look at option B. Implement a role based task assignment system that clearly defines responsibility and deliverable for each member. Now, this may not look good because the question is clearly saying adaptive life cycle. It could be an idea when I'm focusing on predictive way of working. Why? Because in a predictive way of working, we may have a more clarity about work and we can have a clear understanding of who is the right person to do this particular work. In case of adaptive way of working, the super clarity of work is not available. So that we should have a flexibility where team, when they are discovering the work, can also figure out who is the right person to do it. So rather than creating a one system or a one person assigning the work to peoples and having very isolated roles and responsibility, I should create still a collaborative environment. Yeah? So I am diluting collaboration if I go with B, and I'm also overlooking the adaptive indicator which I got in the question. Option C, lead the sprint planning meeting to ensure work is well understood and assigned for the sprint. Not a bad idea, but it is becoming more I am the one who will lead this initiative. I am taking the whole ownership of ensuring the clarity for a given sprint. Now, it is better than B because it is only focusing on a sprint duration. It is not saying that I will do it forever, but it is not indicating that I may want to do it few sprints and then help the team to figure out what they should do. If that is there, then it looks a good idea because as a project manager, we should also adapt in our leadership style. If I see the leadership style is needed more like a directive in nature for a given situation, I can apply it. But here the question is just showing that I will probably do it all the time, and I don't have a clear indication. Let's see, there is a one more option D, else we will re-evaluate the option A and C and probably pick up something out of it. Yeah, option D, educate the team on work assignment and visualize the accountability using Kanban board. Great. Now this option is saying I will still focus on self organizing team. I am not the one going to tell what to do, when to do, how to do. But what I am doing is I am facilitating and educating, mentoring them so that they understand how to analyze the work and how should we do the work allocation, probably by using team charter. So if we have a team charter word coming in, then it becomes more easy. And on top of it, I want to ensure that the task level accountabilities are clearly displayed with the help of information radiator Kanban board. So this looks good out of all the four options. I personally feel there are many close options in this particular case, but after looking at D, I am not confused. I can say this is the best thing to do given the information we have in the question. Now, about PMP task mapping, this question is mapped to task 4 of a people domain, focusing on empower team members and stakeholder, and which clearly tells support the team task accountability, evaluate demonstration of task accountability. So please keep in mind, even in the agile world, we want to make sure that there is a process or there is a system exists where people can find out who is doing what and they can hold each other accountable. So in order to achieve that, I need to support the team and task level accountability and make it visualization of it. And that's where the option D was focusing on, using Kanban board. The process domain managed communication also comes partially in the picture, which talks about what kind of method frequency we should use for the communication. We can say that we need to have some agreement on how do we collaborate, cooperate with each other, and that could be communicated and agreed in a team charter. Having a Kanban board is also a communication method because we are supporting pull communication and making the information available in detail all the time. So in a way, it is also linked to manage communication of process domain. Now, overall, the topics are information radiator. We are putting the information at a place so that it keep transmitting, radiating their their vibes, so that people can take decision based on what they know about it. Using the Kanban board, a visualization of work and workflow. Empowering with accountability, an important point that we do want to create self-organizing autonomous team, but at the same time we need to have a clarity about accountability so that they can hold each other accountable. And a team charter is also a very relevant topic here, not mentioned in the question, but most of these things can be done by way of facilitating the conversation to come up with a working agreement in the form of team charter. So overall, use the education, team charter, and a Kanban board to create accountability in a self organizing team.